Okay, so I haven't written any notes or anything, and it was my birthday the other day, so I might be a little bit hungover today. So, we'll just go as it is. I don't know if people were expecting me to turn up and do this speech dressed up or dressed down, maybe in a pair of high heels, with a see-through bodice, with boxing glove tits, with a big mask, covered in makeup, with methadone pouring out my nose or something. And really, I should have come dressed up in high heels with nothing on, with a see-through bodice, with big hair, and a big mask on, with makeup, because in this country, I can do that here. If I was to turn up dressed like that, none of you, I would have hoped, would have come down and beat me up. The police wouldn't have been called round to beat me up and pummel me to a pulp. There are people here, you know, who wouldn't calm down and kind of smash my fucking head in and kill me because it's against the law to do that in this country. So I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. And I'd like you all to say thank you. Thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. Louder. Thank you. Loud. Shout it. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Putin, for what you've done. Say it. Thank you, Mr. Putin, for what you've done. Because I tell you why. If Mr. Putin hadn't done what he's done, we would all be sitting at home doing fuck all with our curtains closed, doing your kind of like research chemicals off the end of the key. You would all be lying around a park doing absolutely nothing. We would be sitting down, sitting around in our apathy, in our passive fucking Western world apathy, doing absolutely nothing about the homophobic laws that exist throughout the world today. So we have to say, thank you, Mr. Putin, for what you've done. This is just the start. It's the first country which suddenly we're paying attention to. And in Russia, the law, you know, I'm not going to go into the details, I haven't done a huge amount of research, but I know the basics, you know. You know the basics, they're anti-propaganda laws. You cannot promote homosexuality. We've just got rid of the same fucking law. We had it about 5 years ago. Have a look at not long ago, we had Section 28, and it was with us until really fucking recently. The difference was we implemented it differently. In Russia, it has much more kind of like severe implications. But in Russia, there is not a law which says that if you are gay, if we find out you are gay, if people living near you find out that you are gay, if someone thinks that you are gay or lesbian or bisexual or transgender, we will come round and we will fucking kill you. We will kill you. There are people out there who live in countries where people who are their neighbours, who are their friends, who are their family, want to fucking kill them. They want them dead. And the sooner that we get this right into ourselves and realise that people around the world who are lesbian, gay, bisexual or transgender, whatever letter you want to stick on the end of that, are wanted to be dead. Russia is just the start. Thank you, Mr. Putin, for showing us how much people in the world hate us. Hate us so much they want us dead. So this has to be a start. This has to be the beginning. And you are here. You know, how many of you are here? 50 or 60. 50 or 60 people. Yeah, it's a Sunday. Yeah, we're just kind of getting into the kind of rhythm of what's going on. And you know, it's a nice day. And there's a few of us here. How many people are out there who should be here or should be thinking about it? I spoke to my friend about it today. I said, I'm going to do a talk about the Russian situation in Russia. She said, what is the situation in Russia? You know, so I told my bad version of what the situation in Russia is. And she's like, okay, how many of your friends do not understand the situation in Russia? How many of your family do not understand the situation in Russia? It is still a very small, ghettoized kind of idea, you know, a kind of our new cause that we've all jumped on. When it first came out, Twitter kind of like got all kind of lit up and kind of frenzied, and Facebook got frenzied by all the gays debating the situation in Russia. You know, this is a start, but there was like, I kind of felt, what are we going to do? It's very difficult to know what to do, which is why today is so important that this is a start. So I contacted the Peter Thatcher Foundation, and I was like, you know, because I thought, what can we do? It's all very disparate. Even when we did the march down at where was it? Outside Westminster or something. You know, 2,000 gays turned up. No one fucking gave a shit until Stephen Fry turned up. But at least he turned up and got us in the papers and got us kind of saying something. So this is a start. On our own, you know, there's nothing. We can't really do that much. I've got a friend who's organising an event for Russia. And I was talking to him about it, and I was like, come on, you know, this is serious shit here. People are, you know, as I said, you know, this is a start. People are getting beaten up, killed around the world. You know, this is important that we start. And he said, you know, the truth of the matter is, we probably won't achieve anything. And when he said that to me, you know, I said to him, but there's a chance that we might. You know, there's a small chance that we might. And that tiny chance that what we do here might make a difference is worth getting involved. And we're here now, and this is a moment that's only going to last. And it's, you know, we're going to post this online, but what happens in here now isn't that important. It's what happens outside and what happens beyond this moment that is important. And we've got to accept it. If we're going to really kind of stand by our guns and get all flustered on Twitter and not show ourselves up to be the vapid, vacuous, stupid, passive gays that we have been up to this point, we've got to follow through the ideas and the debate that we're having now. The revolution has only just begun. We've got to accept that. We've got to get it. Let's start with Russia. This is a start, but do not forget, I don't know the figures, someone's going to tell you, what is it, 76 countries in the world it's illegal to be gay? Was it 31 of the countries are in the Commonwealth or something ridiculous like that? And there's like about 8 or 9 countries where the death penalty is still there, and a load of countries where they don't have the death penalty, probably in a lot of Muslim countries, you know, it's completely not, so your family's going to fucking beat you up and kill you anyway. So, this is the start. Thank you, Mr. Putin, for showing us the level of hatred that is out there and waking us up out of our passivity. So this is going to be part of the start, and we're going to move forward, and we're going to keep working until some changes are made.